Now let's look at the term hydraulic radius. Now hydraulic radius is defined as 4 times the cross-sectional area of flow divided by the weighted perimeter. Now just before considering a fluidized bed, let's look at a simple pipe flow problem. So when liquid flowing through a pipe, the cross-sectional area for flow is simply the cross-sectional area over here, and the weighted perimeter is the inside perimeter of the pipe itself. So if we're talking about a circular pipe, for this case, the cross-sectional area becomes pi over 4 d square, and the weighted perimeter is pi d. That's the perimeter, inside perimeter of the pipe itself. So we get for this pipe, dA becomes 4 times pi over 4 d square over pi d. This becomes d. So just look at, this is the diameter of the pipe. For a pipe flow, it's nothing but the diameter of the pipe. So this just to give an example about how to determine the hydraulic radius. Again, this is a misnomer because hydraulic radius is the diameter. Don't get confused with that. Now for a bed of particles, if you have a fluidized bed, now finding the cross-sectional area for flow, it's become really a little bit challenging. So instead of doing that, here we'll use the relation as this dA is equals 4 times over weighted perimeter. We'll multiply both by L, or the length of the bed. What this will give, in that case, if the cross-sectional area of flow here is some value, if we multiply it by L, it will give us the empty volume available for flow. So again, it will give us the, convert the area into a volume, so that will give us this 4 times volume available for flow over the weighted perimeter, which would be like the surface of the individual particles. If we multiply this by L, we'll give it the total weighted surface area, which is the surface area of the particles. Now here in this formulation we see here, if we take the cross-sectional area as S and the void fraction to be epsilon, in that case we'll get this volume available for flow is becomes LS epsilon, and we'll get the weighted surface area to be, if we take AS a term which is surface area per unit volume of solid, so we'll have multiplied by the volume of solid. This will give us the surface area of the solid, where AS is the surface area per unit volume of solid. Now we get a relation between this surface area and other terms. So we have the definition of phi s to be 6 over dp sp over vp. So as is nothing but sp over vp. So we have as to be sp over vp, so is given as 6 pi s dp. Now if we simply plug in this over here, first this ls and ls get cancelled, So we'll have 4 times epsilon there, and AS is replaced by 6 over pi s dp, and we have the term 1 minus epsilon. So if you just simplify dH or the hydraulic radius becomes 2 over 3 pi s dp. So this is the formulation for hydraulic radius.